Before there was Minecraft, there was Minesweeper. Hey everybody, you know what the most fun game to play is? Games that were designed for systems that are older than most people watching YouTube videos. That's what. Um, let's see. I'm trying to remember how good that used to be. No, I don't want that one. So this is that. Minesweeper was like. Okay, that seemed excessive. um, Minesweeper was a game that it was like Tetris in that it took off and just it came with Windows and everyone was playing it for the longest time. Um, you may or may not have learned some tricks and just kind of figured stuff out. Um, like anything nowadays, though, I mean, this was, I started playing Minesweeper before the internet was really publicly available. So any tricks you had, you learned yourself. One of the first tricks is that, the first time you click is that'll never be a mine. So that's just how the game was. Um, that way, you didn't immediately lose out on anything. Another thing that I've kind of picked up on is, as you can see, I'll click, I tend to start in the corners, and probably my first click should be somewhere in the middle. Um, but that way, you get a better idea of, or more chance of not hitting a mine, it seems, or at least opening these up. You always want these gaps. The gaps is where you really fill things in. It's like here, 2, you know that this is going to be here, here, which means all these are going to be open. So that's open, so that's that. And really, it's just a logic game. Now, why am I recording me playing this game that is, well, once again, old? I don't know. It's fun. I might make this a regular series where let's just talk about old games. I thought about actually making this the only game I stream on Twitch. I just think it'd be funny. Like, that's all I do. Probably not even talking over on that case. Just streaming hours at a time, going back and forth. Click, 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 click. Boom, boom, boom. I would like to, actually win one of these stupid games. Though that'd be sweet. So if you have any other strategies, some hints, you have questions, you get into the game. This game's not even installed anymore by default. I'm playing this, my gaming computer is Windows 7. I think I got it on my Windows 10 machine too, and it was, there we go. It was in there somewhere. I mean, I had to install it through the turn whatever. It used to be called install Windows features, but it's like turn Windows features on and off now or something like that. Just look online if you want to install Minecraft and play along. Minecraft. See, I've been doing that way too much lately. If you want to install Minesweeper and play along. Anyway, it's a fun game. I used to play it all the time. Maybe I should. I bet tons of people are twitching, are streaming Tetris. I was never great at Tetris. Fairly decent, but not great. Whoops. That's what happens when you make a false assumption. Yeah, I kind of liked it better when I just turned off. Maybe I should turn off animations. So let me click here first. Now see, the reason I don't usually click in the middle first is that didn't give me much. Whereas when you're in a corner, typically corners aren't going to have anything and they'll open up these spaces. Minesweeper is also one of those games where, expect to die a lot. It's fine. It's just fun. It's not like Free Cell where you can beat every level except for that one. It's you're going to lose a lot just based on luck. That's just the way it is. And the fun is actually working through and finishing an entire level, which I'll be honest, it may have been years since I've actually beat one of these stupid things. Because I haven't played a lot in a long time. Last time I played, I only played a few times before I just kind of gave up. So maybe what we'll do here is we'll make the goal. We'll keep playing until I actually win, which, if you've watched any of my Minecraft videos, could be difficult because I can't talk and think at the same time. Well, I just had a random click here, so that one I know. I can't remember half the logic I used to use. where I'd already kind of beefed my tips and tricks up internally. I just had rules I always followed. I don't remember what those were anymore. Um, so that's going to prove fun. So that one's that one's that's that. Some of them are okay. Internal rules, I mean. So I know that's going to be one of those, which means I know that's not one. Didn't help much, but any little bit always helps. That's the rules here. Any little bit helps. I want to stay away from this corner. It concerns me because there's more, whatever, click. I don't typically want to do that because when it's tight like this, I know I'm not going to open up big empty spaces. These gray squares without numbers, that's what you want to see a lot of. You don't want it. Ones in the corners are the worst. Okay. So I just kind of keep clicking around and hopefully get enough of a run where I can really go to town and open these things up. Let's go back here. So it's going to be one of those three, one of those three. We know it's one of those two. We know it's one of those two. That doesn't really help. 1, 2, and 3. So it's one of these two, which means that one's clear. One of these 4, which means these two are definitely mines, which means that's clear. That one or that one. 2 out of these 3 are. Well, we know it's not that 2, so it has to be that 1. So it means one of these 2. Yeah, that's not really getting anywhere. Move on. I do remember that if you see a wall like this where it's 2 up from the edge, and those 2 are both 1, so one of these has to be it, you can clear out the thing because you know that's not going to be a mine. In this case, you open that up so you get that. So that's one of these. We know that one is. I'm going to get like super far into this and I'm going to totally crash and burn. I can already see it. So 3, that means one of these 4 is. So if that's not this 2, then this one has to be that one, that one, that one. Is it that one? No, that was kind of a luck. And then this opens up. That opens up. That opens up. Okay. See what I mean? A little bit of luck get you a long way here. The ones you like because those are kind of easier. Once you have one touching it, you know you can clear it out. Higher numbers are good too, like 4, 5, 6. Have I seen an 8? An 8 seems almost impossible. It has to have happened. I don't know. I guess maybe I should kind of go over the rules here. You're looking for mines. It's Minesweeper, old kind of themed on old wartime things. The numbers tell you how many mines are touching that square, including diagonals. So you got 8 possibilities all the way around, and you use those numbers to kind of figure out where the mines are placed. You don't actually have to mark them. Sometimes if I'm playing the easy mode they call it the beginner mode, but it's actually kind of harder. It's only a 10 by 10 square. Sometimes if I'm playing that, I'll be playing fast enough where I don't even mark them because it just takes more time than it's necessary. But usually I do just because otherwise you kind of forget what's going on. That's kind of what they're there. And then if you look here, you got a question mark like, is it a mine? Is it not? That I usually don't play with. I left it turned on. I don't know. I almost turned it off in the options, quite frankly. Let's see. I know that one is. Oh, come on. Oh, my hand is cramping from this mouse work. This is not what I'm used to doing day after day. I wonder if I could have. I've got a tank stick X Arcade, or an X Arcade's tank stick, I should say. It's the other way around. I wonder if I could hook that up to this. Let's see. Oh, it's got a trackball. I bet that would be much easier. Okay, next time I play this game, I'm totally putting on the trackball. Let's see if I can whip around there. Well, I feel like that trackball needs to be tightened up a little bit. It seems to bounce around a little bit. 3 space. I think the blue colors are messing me up. Can I turn this back to old style black and white? I actually played, I think the first time I played this was on Windows 3.1 on a monochrome screen. So it was black and cyan. So, no, orange. Black and orange. Um, and I would play, that's when I first started playing this game. Uh, so it's a fun trip down memory lane. Like that one, I didn't have to mark because I knew it was. There was no other possibility. So one of these, no, but that one. So anyway, so yeah, technically black and white. Not well, technically not black and white, but essentially black and white. See, there's a 5, so we know 2 of these are. Um, we know one of these is. We know that one's not. This corner is going to have trouble because I can't use any other hints around here to try to get to it. One of these is, so that one's not. Probably just leave it. Those have to be. But anyway, going back to the black and white play, it's much easier. Even when when I finally had a VGA screen and had 16 colors, the game was a lot more basic than this, so it was easier just to look at. The colors here really throwing me off. That one's that. So there's that. I was hoping that kind of opened it up for me. So the question becomes, let's say I clear up all this board. So what I've got 21 mines left. So if I can clear up the rest of this board and then get back to this corner, I have a better idea of how many mines that are there that I need to look for, which kind of gives me an edge. So I know one of these 2 has to be it, which means that one can't be one. 1, 2. So these are all the same. That doesn't really matter. One of these 2 has to be it, so I know these aren't. Which means I know that is, which means I know that isn't. That isn't. Oh, clicked wrong. Luckily it was okay. That's another thing. Stray clicks will kill you in this game. Oof. Okay, doing okay, doing okay. We can get there. I know I'm going to screw up right at the end and have to start over. This is how many seconds I've been playing. Which is a lot. Enough where I don't want to try to figure out the math in my head of how many minutes it's been. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, down to 11. Doing good. That's starting to get tight over here too. One of those. Wait, that's 2, so that one's not. That one is. That one has to be. That one has to be. That one can't be. Oh. Okay, so now we're down to 7, which is a lot. So we've got 7, 10, 15 squares. So almost half of the leftovers are bombs. So yay. That'll be fun to figure out. Okay. One of these 2, one of these 2. Let's try back here. So that's 1. So it's there, that's there. I don't think I can do this by logic. I think I have to go by luck, and I'm afraid I have to do by luck on both sides, which means there's a greater chance of me blowing up. So let me just try logic some more. Let's see, one of those. One of those. 2 of these, but not this. Okay, I'm gonna click here. Dang it. See, there was no way I was gonna finish this without screwing it up. Games played, games won. All right. God. All right, let's just keep going. We're gonna do this. We got this. You and me. You and me. We're in this together. I feel like you should be helping out more. I'm not doing very well on my own. Okay. Good. A lot of very empty space here, which means there'll be a lot of mines coming up on us. Don't think that's really helpful. One, so it's not that. Didn't help as much as I thought. This is too long. I can't. Can I just close this? Yeah. Options. One, two. Buckle my shoe. Clear. Oh, wait. Well, at least it was much quicker. That's what I'm looking for here. I want to lose my game quickly. Move on to the... Wow, really? Does it, like, hate me for turning off animations, and so now it's giving me really bad draws? That seems a kind of petty game. I mean, come on, man. I'm playing your game. Why do you have to pick on me? Yeah, I know it may seem amazing, but this really never caught on as a spectator sport. Click that one. No, that one over there. No, click this one. You fool! I don't know why it reminds me of an old Simpsons episode. They were trapped in the basement or the attic, panic room, something, and their plan was to solve a Rubik's Cube together. And they were all shouting out different instructions that made no sense because, of course, it's all dependent on how you look at it yourself. And Bart was saying something along the lines, turn the leftwise side top ways or something ridiculous like that. Certainly are a lot of mines around here. I keep calling them bombs. I know it's Minesweeper. You'd think it'd be kind of obvious what they are, but nope. So one of the channels I kind of watch regularly is the coding training. Does anyone know if they've done one? I should look that up. I think it'd be kind of neat to watch a Minesweeper being coded, in 20 minutes or whatever. I guess technically I could do that, but my JavaScript is still a little rusty, especially for games. I got some stuff in the works. Some things I eventually will get done with later. But I certainly don't have the chops to just sit down and start bashing out a game. Well, maybe I do with this one, quite frankly. I could do like, I don't know, a certain Mr. Paul and just steal ideas from other people. My son keeps saying it's a good idea for his channel. He's going to start, what does he come up with? So there's yesterday I asked you, then there's last week I asked you, and his thing was Last Tuesday I asked you, so he's going to call it Latoy or something like that. You got to appreciate a 10-year-old who is developing a fine sense of sarcasm. Well, maybe you don't, but I do. So I know he's mine. Well, plus I saw him come out. There's no video of that. Sorry, I can't share. When my daughter was born, the first thing my wife heard me say was, "She looks just like my uncle." Horrified her, but it's true. She looks like my uncle. She looked like my uncle. Because, you know, he's kind of an older man and all babies look like old men. It just kind of fit. Yeah, I've run out of talking about Minesweeper. There's really not much else to say about this. I guess we're going to the corner. Oh, worst corner pull ever. Well, I guess except for the one. Yeah, there we go. Except for the one, which is I just about to say. Making me think. This game knows how I feel about that. One of these, so not that. One of these, one of those. Two of these. That one's definitely one. Don't remember if that was a trick I learned or I just got lucky there. Is that a thing? No, that definitely could have been a mine. Alright. Time for some random clicking. Whoa, big 4 right there. Hold on. This will help. I know it can only be one of these, which means I know that these 3 are all. Then that one has to be. That one's clear. Hey, see? That's where a large number can really help you out. So 1's here, so that means this one has to be, which means that one can't be. And it gave me the confidence to push on and remember all the obvious things that I already known. Reminder's always good. Remember how to play the games you like. Also always good. Almost clicked the wrong button because I got confused. Not good. Getting to the point where I feel like I'm video blind just watching this thing. Ooh, nice. Which means I was one off. One off. Finding that before. That's like gambling. One of the reasons gambling works for, you know, casinos is that, you know, especially like roulette or something, we'll watch the wheels like, oh, I almost won. I'm sure I'll do it next time we play again. Dump more money into it. Same concept here. Oh, I was almost there. If I only had clicked there, why would I have clicked there? I just randomly clicked. Doesn't matter. Past decisions that have no bearing on the future in this case. That's probably not one. Oh. Well, I was right. That wasn't one. Why was I thinking that? I bet I clicked wrong. Alright, I said I'd play until I won, but I'm not going to. Oh, wait, yeah, I will. Hold on. We'll do this. Let's change it to a big... Oh, it's only a 9x9. Yeah, this is to be nice and small. Oops. I immediately start playing the wrong thing. That's good. Yeah, the way I usually play 9x9s is I click all the corners at first because I'm always going for a short score, a low score. 23 seconds. So if we do click, click, no problem. So then we play through, and the idea is we should be able to play quicker because you already cleared out a bunch of junk. There we go. 20 seconds. Not great. Let's try it again. There's no way I'm going to beat. I used to average around 14 seconds for these, but I'm way out of practice here. "21 seconds. One more." Wow, that was a really good opening. Da-da. So I did that. This is a terrible one. It seemed good, but it lied. Alright, let me switch it back to that. That's how I've got my screen saved too. Okay, let's see. No, you know what I was going to do? Here, I'll just spell out. Boom, boom, boom. I want to be able to draw on this. There we go. Bye. Talk to everyone later.